what's going on in Dawson. Because if I truly was doing something wrong, guys, I would not be here.
Now, how does that even make sense? If I was doing something wrong, I wouldn't be here. That's the logic she's running with. Like, seriously? That's supposed to be the proof? Just the fact that she showed up? It's giving if? I was guilty. I'd already be in jail. Energy. But don't worry, it's coming. Just wait. Justice has a way of showing up right on time. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, and jump in the comments, let me know. What do you think about all of this? But before we dive in, I want you to do something for me. I want you to think way back to when you were a kid. You know, that age where you thought you knew everything but really didn't know a thing. Remember when you broke something? In the house, maybe a vase, a lamp, something important. Tanned, you knew your mama was going to be furious. And right then you had what you thought was a genius idea. If I just say I didn't do it, maybe I won't get in trouble. That was your first big lie. That was the moment you thought you invented lying. It's like nobody else in the world had ever thought of that before. We all did it. Every one of us had that moment where denial felt like a get-out-of-jail-free card. That's exactly what this situation feels like. Tiffany Henyard sat down for an interview with her former best friend turned sworn enemy, Keith Freeman. They used to be close, but now she can't stand him. And yet here they are, sitting across from each other like it's all good. But let me tell you something, the real story isn't what Tiffany says. Because if there's one thing this super mayor knows how to do, it's lie right to your face without flinching. She'll say anything, with a straight face, and make you second-guess what you know to be true. She'll look the entire town dead in the eye and say, I'm giving y'all my phone number. If you need anything, just call me. And she says it like she's talking directly to each individual person. She's your personal mayor, your personal friend, your personal savior. That's how people fell for it. That's how they got swept up in the act. So while you're watching this video, I need you to keep your brain fully engaged. Don't just sit back and listen, pay attention. Every time you start thinking, well, maybe she had good intentions, I want you to stop right there and remember, it's a lie. It's all a lie. We've got to stop being so gullible. Consider today's video a training session to sharpen your senses. Assume the lie first, then evaluate. That's how you stay smart. That's how you stop getting played. Tiffany's about to tell us that all you have to do is call her and she can solve any problem for anyone in the village. Everyone gets help. Everyone gets answers. All right, Tiffany, go ahead. Let's hear it. It's the holiday season, and apparently you've been out here spreading goodwill and doing all these amazing things we're listening. Tell us all about your so-called good works. So there's supposedly a $1,500 grant now. Is that per person? Or is that $1,500 total for the whole village? Because if it's the whole pot, what does that mean? Everyone gets $1? Maybe a quarter? It's not even going to dent anyone's bill, but okay.
As your mayor, I will never let you struggle alone. Some people just ashamed or embarrassed to just reach out and say, hey, you know what, I really can't pay my light bill, my gas bill. Another thing I do as your supervisor, I do help with light, gas, and water bills. So if there's anybody that's struggling with any of them items, please reach out. People don't know that the township is a source of resources. So people don't know to come to us when they're struggling, let alone the village. Now for the village, we did create a grant for $1,500 for anybody that's behind that water bill. That do still exists. As y'all know, y'all see me battling on my board. They don't want to do certain things, but I think
clarity would be nice. She just threw out a $1,500 grant like it's some miracle. But is it for each person? Or is that at $1,500 to split among everyone? Of course she won't clarify. She'll just let people assume the best possible version. That's the trick, say something vague and let folks run with it, imagining help is on the way. She frames it like, we give you the money, you get back on track, then the village wins, and we all win. A perfect little loop. Sounds great. Right then, she pivots. Let me just talk a little bit about what's going on. And here we go, she starts rolling out the community accomplishments. Y'all know about the ice arena going up on Greenwood, right? If you haven't driven, down there, she wants you to check it out. See all the wonderful things being built. Right there on 144th and Greenwood is the ice arena. And right next to that, Basketball courts? She brags about how successful they were over the summer. No fights, no shootings, nothing bad. She says she loves what they're doing in the community. But then, here comes the plea. I need help. She says she can do a lot by herself. Because we're strong women, trying to relate. We put a lot on our shoulders. She throws that out there like it's some unifying message. We're all strong single women, right? It's all part of the performance. And when she says we, she really just means herself. When she wanted to build an ice rink and name it after her daughter, she meant her daughter, not our daughter. She's not building that for the community. It's all ego. This whole thing is ego-driven. Can do a lot by myself because we're strong women, but I need help. That's the line. She wants backup when it benefits her. And then she plays the grant card again. Since getting her new title as supervisor, she says, the doors have opened for Dalton. I've been getting grant after grant after grant, she says. But then, she drops the bomb the board. Didn't approve the $600,000 needed for a water park on Greenwood. We're not getting that anymore, she announces, like it's everyone's loss. But don't believe what you hear. She says, go watch the board meetings yourself. And of course, she says they're all on YouTube. Now imagine this. She tells people to go dig through hours of archived meetings to find proof of what she just claimed. Something that may not even exist. Like, go look it up yourself, knowing. Full well nobody's going to find it because it's not there, because she made it up. And then she makes it sound like the board just didn't want the people to have nice things. It's y'all, she says. They just don't like y'all. That's the narrative she pushes. Oh my God, and can we talk about those black tights with that black dress? No, absolutely not. That is a hard no. It's not it. Then she swings back around to how all of this is somehow hurtful to her. Other cities get good press, get covered on Channel 7, get written up in the papers. But when it comes to her and her community, it's all painted negatively. And I don't. Like that, she says. So now she tells everyone to educate yourselves and inform the people on your block. So basically, if you're not agreeing with her, you must be uneducated. That's the subtext. The disrespect is wild. She circles back to the same old line again. If I was really doing something wrong, I wouldn't be here. Make it make sense, she says. I'd have been struck by lightning by now. The way she talks is unreal. Like she thinks just being present is proof of innocence. That's like saying, surely if I was a creep hanging out in high school. Parking lots, I couldn't possibly be R. Kelly, because fame somehow means innocence. I wouldn't be loved this much if I was a pedophile. That's her logic. It's how you know I didn't do anything, because I'm still here. But being present doesn't prove anything. Unless by here you mean prison. And oh, don't worry. It's that part. It's coming. She even pulls the I'm a single mom card again. Why would I do anything that would risk being taken? Away from my daughter? Like being a single mother somehow makes you immune to doing wrong. But we've all seen the video's body cam footage of single moms getting arrested for shoplifting. Walmart. Target, it happens all the time. Being a single mom doesn't mean you wouldn't do something desperate. It might mean you're more likely to do it because you need something. That's who often needs help the most. That's who the system fails first. So this idea that being a single mom equals moral superiority? No. People steal because they're struggling. People commit crimes because they don't think they'll get caught, not because they think it's safe. Personally, if I did something illegal, I know I'd be the first to get caught. The universe would make sure I get caught immediately. Teach her the lesson now, it would say. First time doing it, boom, caught. And when people say, it's my first time, I've never done this before, nobody believes them, because people usually don't get caught the first time. So if you did get caught, odds are it's not your first. But sometimes, you get caught on the first try. Happened to me once. That's why I stay in my lane now. It's because that first time consequence hits different, and it puts you on the straight path. And once again, she goes back to the same tired line it takes. A lot to sit in that seat. Being a politician means getting beat up in the public eye. She says, you lose your rights, your privacy, your freedom, just trying to serve the community. But all she really wants is sympathy. We're all human. We all bleed. We all hurt. She says she just wants everyone to be on one accord to move Dalton forward. She wants the negativity to stop, but only when it's directed at her. She says she wants to bridge the gap, to build unity not just in Dalton, but in surrounding communities. She brings up Dixmoor as an example, talking about their water problems. Says she's been there, bringing truckloads of water, sending in public works teams to help fix things. Okay, great. But that doesn't erase the other stuff. And then she hits the same point again. These are the connections we need, and we don't have enough of them. Basically, she wants everyone to spread the word and tell people what we have going on. Then she hands it off too. Keithy's going to talk about snow routes and tomorrow's plans. Keithy, come on up, she says. We're back to the performance. Good to see you this holiday season, she says. But Woo Keith really is goofy looking. Goof Troop level 9, no doubt. Just pure goof energy. And then she finally asks, can I sit down now? I don't like standing in front of people. It's weird. It's how he starts. Then he says snow is coming tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. and they want to remind everyone to check the snow routes on their block. He doesn't want anyone's car to get towed or moved just because they didn't read a sign. If you have a driveway. And it's funny because there's literally nothingness. Administration does that doesn't have her face on it. Nothing. Every event. Every flyer, every building, every banner, it's all her face. You already know if she ever organized something and didn't see space for her face on it, she'd be mad. Well, can we fit my picture on there somehow? Of course she would. And for the love of God, stop lying. You didn't invent the lie. And when you lie, expect to feel embarrassed. Because that's how it should be. Getting caught lying should feel shameful. Embarrassment is what keeps people from doing it over and over. But if you're shameless, like her, you won't care. You won't feel anything. You'll just keep lying, gaslighting, spinning, manipulating, trying to make people feel like they're crazy for catching you. That's her whole thing. You didn't see what you saw. You didn't hear what you heard. That's Tiffany. Shameless, bold, and always ready to twist the truth, and still she'll say it. Mama loves you. Yes, she does.